Christina should have warned Michael, but it's time for the truth to come out anyways. She found out on today's new episode of General Hospital that Alexis is going out to Michael. She's talking about some, you gotta think about Scout. Scout's just a little girl. Michael's a grown man or whatever. I said, girl, please. I said, snitch. I said, tell it. But don't lie, she gonna tell it. But she is telling Jacinda on Monday's episode she gotta get out of town. I said she doing that because she don't want her to be questioned or what. But yeah, Sonny's still trying to get Michael to take it easy on Willow. Curtis and Jordan was talking about Sylvia wants to use Charlotte to make Valentine work with him. Ezra ends up telling Laura that Sylvia wants her to support helipads. And the last thing is that Molly and Cody not on the same page because James asked them were they a couple, and they both had different answers, y'all. But hey, y'all, welcome back to another video. This is for General Hospital, January 2026. First things first, let me know what y'all thought of the episode. Did y'all like it? Or what? Do y'all think that was a good cliffhanger? Or what? But we still, another week, y'all. Another week. I said, by Friday's episode, if they actually tell us who shot Drew. No, they still ain't told us who shot Drew. What's the point? What is the reason? But yeah, I said it's about time that everything comes out in the open or whatever, because they already know that Michael was lying about the alibis. They already knew that. First, when he was talking to Sonny, I was like, did he do it? The way he was talking and stuff, I was like, wait a minute now, did he do it? But no, they said it's going to be somebody we least expected. But okay, so on today's episode, we're going to start with Curtis and Jordan. They were just laid up and stuff, talking about the New Year's great start. They end up talking about their relationship, and they still don't seem like they on the same page either, because they talking about certain things he can't tell her and certain things she can't tell him. I said, ain't that why y'all got divorced? Well, because you was lying or whatever. But yeah, they was talking about that. They end up going to Bobby's, and she seen Jordan end up seeing Sylvia, and Sylvia and Marco, and she told them Happy New Year, whatever. They said the same. So they sat down and they was talking about that. And she was like, Sylvia, the best boss she ever had. I said, you fool. And she was like, she just working him or whatever, because she with Britt and Lucas. I said, I said, I'm surprised he ain't on to her, because I could have sworn when they first showed him, he had went in, I forgot where they was at. Was they at Laura's office or no? I think they was at Charlotte's. They was somewhere, I don't know. But either way go, he asked who she was, and they end up telling him who she was or whatever. But he acted like he had never met her. Well, I said that wrong. He acted like he didn't know who she was or whatever. So I was like, and then with what he doing and stuff, you would assume that he would look into her. But yeah, I'm assuming he knows that she's working him. But if not, then maybe he gonna find out. But yeah, Jordan and Kurt was talking about the same thing, still standing between them, the fact that they can't share certain things about their life and their work. And that's all that happened with them. Molly and Cody, excuse me, it's confirmed that they had slept together. It's confirmed with whatever she had on this shirt. They was talking, and they was going to go back for more until James and Felicia walked in. And James was like, why are you carrying her? Is she hurt? And she's like, no, she saw a mouse or something like that. And then later in the episode, he came for his horse riding lessons or whatever. He asked was Molly his girlfriend, and I think he said yes, and Molly said no, and then they was just looking at each other. I said, they another couple that's not on the same page. I said, that's why you gotta have this type of conversation from the beginning. Everybody be on different pages. But yeah, I said Molly and Cody still at it. Charlotte and Laura. Now, at first with them, I was like, I know she ain't finna sit up here and go back over there to Carly's. I said, I know she ain't about to take Ace, because people been saying that Ace is going to be the one to tell about Valentine, because at first, when they showed Rocco and her, she told Rocco Ace was right there. But yeah, at first, when she kept trying to get her to allow her to take Ace to the park, I said, what's she up to? I said, she better not go back. I said, I ain't even consider that a possibility that she could go back to Carly's or whatever. But yeah, knowing that they have all eyes on her, but somebody's supposed to be there, with Valentine on Monday's episode, because he's asking what they doing there. Hold on. They asking he's asking what they doing there or whatever. So I was like, I wonder who that is. Charlotte or what? But yeah, she wanted to take Ace to the park because she came over to baby. Laura wanted her to stay there. She finally let her go. Then this time they showed her, she over here at Bobby's. I said, see, that's why she didn't want to let you go then. But apparently Laura knew about the cookie thing because she asked about it. So they ran into Sitwell and I think Marco too. Was Marco right there first, or what? Did he come out later? I don't know, y'all. But yeah, and he basically said that Ace would disappear. To at that age, he a handful, and you could look around and he's gone. Basically sending the message to Laura. Somebody give my regards to Laura. Laura looking all scared. I said, it's another thing, another storyline. They need to go and get Sitwell up out the way. They need to go and get him. They need to go on get him. But yeah, he basically, and I was waiting on Charlotte to tell Laura, and she finally remembered, and she told, and Laura was just all scared. And on Monday's episode, she's supposed to be telling him that he has to help Ace or keep him safe or something like that. So I'm wondering if she wants Kevin to take Ace with him, or what you expect him to do, to look after him or something. I said, look, I said it ain't gonna be nothing to get Kevin. He might be crazy like his brother though, so I don't know. He might be crazy like his twin. I don't know though. But yeah, Laura had a meeting with Ezra, and he told me some hella pass on the pier, and I think he said Windermere too. I said he gonna make it obvious. He gonna make it very obvious he up to no good or whatever. He trying to make sure his imports land where they supposed to land, and there's no interference and all this other stuff. But yeah, she was like, I can't do that. They ain't gonna like that, and that's not good. And she not getting it. Something's not clicking. So he ends up telling her, you don't want to upset Sidwell or whatever. He don't like when he don't get his way back. He could be exactly who he is. Exactly who he is. He be acting like he nice or whatever, but he not. And basically trying to tell her without telling her. And she just, I said, poor thing. I said, poor thing don't understand what's going on. The man is dangerous. You ain't got no choice. Unless y'all find a way to take him down, you have no choice. But I feel like Silver gonna be one of those villains come back later. I feel like he gonna come back later. Hold on. And once again, another week without Poe Anna or whatever. I said, Poe Anna. But I really hope that when they do this tribute to the man that played Robert, that she be free. I hope she be free by then, because I don't think it'll be no good tribute. She not around, because they were connected. The same way they said Laura and Luke connected, Anna and Robert connected as well. But yeah, let's see what else. Excuse me. What else happened with Laura now? I think the said about Ace. Who we got next? Silla and Marco. What was they talking about? Oh, they talking about if Willow is convicted, they ain't gonna have no more use for Drew. They're gonna have to find somebody else in Washington to support what they got going on and stuff like that. Let's see what said. Drew will be useless if Willow's convicted. Said they gotta make sure that Laura knows what she stands to lose, and that's when Ezra had met up with her or whatever. What else? Oh, he got a phone call, but they ain't say who he was. Attorney Dante was talking about the footage that got erased. She wants to know if anybody from the department could have been capable of deleting it. And he was like, he really don't know. He was like, back in the day, previously, before this whole little situation happened, he wouldn't have thought so, but now he's not too sure. So they was talking about give the list of the witnesses and stuff like that. So they realized that Michael, and she finna say that Michael didn't try to, not Michael, they Dante didn't try to go after Michael because that's his brother and everything. I said, no, I said, once again, I think it just depends on the day, because usually Dante ready to take any and everybody down, even if it's his family. But at the same time, remember that episode, like I said before, that episode where he warned Sonny that the FBI dude was trying to come after him and everything. And I was really hoping that Christina told. I was really hoping they showed her. But when they went back to her, she's still talking to Alexis. I was like, are you right or whatever? We got to do this for Scout or whatever. I'm not going to say nothing. Next scene, she's warning him so they could come up with a strategy or something. But it looked like Monday's episode, Michael's going to be telling somebody he got to find Jacinda, and Christina gonna be talking to Jacinda saying that she gotta leave town now. They probably gonna come up and make her come testify or whatever. And I said, Well, I said, I hope he got evidence or something. I said, I hope he got an ace up his sleeve. Ain't that what they said? Ain't that what they be saying? I said, he need to have something now. They done built this up. I'm hoping that when he finally gets on the stand, he ends up revealing something that could help. But once again, they saying, a lot of people saying that it was Alexis. They making it be Alexis because she's supposed to be leaving the show or whatever. But I said, I don't know. We just see. I haven't seen the spoilers yet, but yeah. I think the only people I haven't talked about was Michael and Sonny. Michael said he had met up with, not Michael. Sonny said, well, yeah, Michael, because his name Michael too, ain't it? But yeah, Sonny said that he had ran into Turner or whatever, and he basically was warning him about her coming after him and stuff like that. What did he say? They started talking about Willow or whatever, he said that he think Justine likes him and everything. Tells Michael that he'll be a target, and if Michael bashes Willow, that it'll hurt the kids or whatever. And then Michael was like, "You feel about your mama, or what he said, your mama that abused you, something he said or whatever. What did he say? Something he said about Sunny people." I was like, dang, Michael, did you have to take it there? I mean, it'd be true, but at the same time, it's like, dang, this Michael is ruthless. I thought Sonny was going to feel some type of way or cry or something, the way he was looking and everything. I said, no, he wasn't expecting him to say that, was he? I wasn't either. I wasn't expecting him to say that either. Did you feel that way about the way he said his mama that beat you or something he said? And I was like, dang. I said, really, Michael? But yeah, he said if he get on that stand, that everything he finna say is gonna benefit of his kids. I said, well, I mean, you're supposed to do whatever you can to protect your kids. But I said, I hope you got something. I hope you got evidence or something. But and Suzanne, I know that's who I forgot. Alexis and Suzanne were working on the case. They was talking about Michael and the letter, and she was like, she can't use the letter because anybody could have sent it or whatever. But he is a more likely suspect and everything. And they was talking about that, and that's when she went to the list to Turner. So Christina came in. I think she was looking for her charger or something. Hold on, y'all. Excuse me. Let's see if it's back. It's notification block, and I can't see if it's back on or not. Yeah, there you go. I think she was looking for a charger or something. She came in. She ends up seeing the books and everything there, and she done went through the file and seen the letter about Michael was there and Tracy seen and everything, and she started confronting Alexis. Alexis, just, long story short, Alexis talking about some she gotta do whatever she can. Sam and Scout. I said, don't try to throw Sam in there to help yourself. I said, don't try to throw Sam and Scout in there. Talking about so she's a little girl, Michael's a grown man or whatever. He could take it. Go tell it. I said, go tell it, Christina. Did it or not, I want to know who did it, because at this point, I don't think they know either. I think they done went with three different suspects. They done went with three different people, and they debating about who to make it be the person. That's what it is, y'all. They said it's either gonna be Michael Willow or the person we don't know. That's who they said, y'all. They said any, mini, mighty, mo. They said any, mini. That's how they decided, y'all, because ain't no way it took this long. Ain't no way it took this long. But yeah, it's supposed to be getting close. But yeah, I think that's it. Sidwell was talking to Marco saying that he think he could use Charlotte to get Valentine on board. So he gonna grab Ace, or he gonna grab Charlotte, or he gonna grab both of them. But yeah, that's it. Let me know y'all thoughts on this episode down below. Stay tuned for the next review. Until next time, deuces. Have a great rest of the day, a great weekend, and be safe. Look, another notification.